Okay, let's get this show started. Ignore any noise in the background. My cat is having a field day with a carrier bag, apparently. So that's cool. Let's... I get down behind this rock. It should protect me from the rocket launchers. If they decide to open so I can shoot at them. Don't mind me just... You can see the bullet impacts on the rocket launcher in the distance, even though shooting through the terrain. This does not bode well. Have to do some fancy driving, I think. It's the two static ones at the front taken care of, so now I should be able to... I could move the Mako so it's in a slightly better position, to be fair, but... I'm just like, hey, I see you, kid. I see you. Right, there we go. Just exploit the AI that always shoots at the front of the Mako. That. And then it should just be that one that's left. There we go. There's all of the turrets. So my cat's still being a little fractious. So we'll see how well the stream goes. We'll see how long I can stream for before she gets too much. Hopefully the full length of the stream, obviously. I would like to finish Mass Effect at some point this year. But her well-being has to take priority over the stream. Hopefully you all understand. And if you don't, well, you can't stop me from ending the stream. So,
en route.
I got a level up out of that, and we've got some stuff to clear out. Why isn't... Oh, I'll go throw somewhere. Cool. Update, bring down the sky. Technology translation. Human cultures remain linguistically divided. Some converse in Spanish, others in Mandarin, Arabic, Swahili, etc. Every alien race has their own equally broad panoply of languages and dialects. Most individuals know only their mother tongue and rely on machine translation. Modern portable computers allow anyone with a few hundred credits of equipment to enjoy seamless, real-time translation of alien languages, courtesy of handheld PDAs. A little bit displays of affection. What? Computers in clothing or jewellery or subdermal implants. Without fast and accurate translation, galactic trading culture could not exist. Governments provide subsidised software, updated through the public extranet on the fly, often as users approach spaceport customs facilities. Even the Batarians, who isolated themselves from galactic society nearly 2 decades ago, take pains to provide up-to-date glossaries and linguistic rules, though most suspect this is only so they can continue exporting propaganda. It is still considered broad-minded and practical to be able to speak without machine aid. Children often take courses in an alien language, and most races can speak the simplified artificial trade tongue with little difficulty. Some species must rely on machine translation to interact with the rest of the galaxy. Hanar, for example, cannot reproduce the spoken language of any humanoid species, and other races cannot reproduce Hanar bioluminescence without mechanical aid. Newly discovered or obscure races don't have machine translation available until the linguists have had time to study them. You know what? Just max out basic armor. And do that. That. And Liara. I guess also first aid and barrier. And then we save before going into the main area. And then we go into the main area and hope that there are fewer than 30 items to pick up in here. Otherwise things will get converted to Omnigel. Instead of sweet, sweet cash money.
Good as new.
Gel. 2 grenades. I picked up 18 grenades in the last 2 rooms I've entered. Wow. Caden took that like a champ. Headshot, not that it matters, but it makes me feel good. I think in Mass Effects 2 and 3, headshots do matter. Just not in 1. Drone. I did get the neural shock. Neural shock, yes. So the only one I need to do now is AI hacking, I believe. Yeah, AI hacking and Medigen. Just painting the wall around him. Cool. Solid wall.
Lost shields.
Find cover, you fool.
Die, human.
Lift. Yeah. Right, I'm going up. I didn't realise I could go up. That was on me for being a bit silly. That sniper rifle, I really want the elevation. Oh, we're going to die from full damage. Wow, just
Lost shields.
stop. Larry, please.
Fresh meat.
What? I'm tenderizing you. All over, bitch. That was a bit rude. I apologize, chat. Where's warp? Oh look, a bomb. There's a reason I'm not checking for loot or anything, by the way. What? I think I just stood on the aura? That was rad. Only meaning to the phrase step on me, I guess.
Death before surrender.
Okay. Death it is, I guess.
Perimeter secured. All patched up.
I saw that on the wall, so I don't mind using the Medigen. Save that aid station if I need it. I recall correctly, I get free reign to roam around this area looking for loot when I'm done.
Enemy contact.
Where?
Die, human.
You don't sound sure about that, my guy.
You humans.
Me, human.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
But I don't want to die. And I don't want her to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
2 decades, which technically is plural, I guess.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours, aside from using resources that should have been ours, we were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
Of what? Dropping an asteroid on a planet that you could share?
And how does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
Did we though?
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Oh, okay. Please bear with me 1 second. Hi, JJP7123. How are you doing? Welcome to my teeny tiny corner of the internet. Please enjoy. Oh, I hope you enjoy whatever time you spend down here. Spend here. Sorry, I was looking at the word down when I said it. Which gives me the best story? Yes, attacking him gives you the renegade points. That's what I figured. Well, we're doing Space Cop, so letting go equals Paragon. I figured that was the case. I just wanted to check if there were morality rewards. But thank you for the advice.
You can go, but this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
I like his head. It's a weird thing to say, admittedly, but he's got really cool.
Area secure.
He's got a really cool pattern on his head. Simon says. Could someone deal with this troublesome drone? Yeetus deletus, as they say. Yeetus deletus. I don't know what he hit. I suspect it was a tree.
Lost shields.
I mean, it's already floating. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Adept, yes. I left it open to my Twitch community to vote on my class, and they wanted a space wizard, which is fine by me because I've never played as an adept before. So here we are. Adept is the strongest class in MA1, good choice. I will pass the message on to my Discord community. I'm going to assume it's down there. I'm also just going to assume that I have enough time to kill everything. For that sweet, sweet experience. Run! Adept was the strongest aim one, got enough to ground in it. 2 and then rebalance in the 3. So what you're saying is the stream playthrough is going to be a playthrough of extreme of ups and downs. Love that for me. I'll deal with that. That's when I get to it. I'm just moving so that the shots go wide.
Clear.
Oh, the drones appear to be spawning
Hostile
here.
spotted.
Never mind. Shouldn't have said anything. If you could kill that for me, that'd be fantastic. I'd like the experience, but it's not necessary. All demolition charges have been deactivated. Release the scientist from the prison cell in the lower level office. Hey, it's the engineer guy.
He left. Is that all right?
It was that or everyone dies, my guy.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Oops. Forgot to unmute the microphone. Adept is the hardest class to play Insanity on an ME2 because everything has defenses on Insanity. I appreciate the heads up. Fortunately, I'm only playing on normal because I want to finish this stream at some point.
Balak was holding them hostage.
The game, sorry.
I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Miss Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Remember that for a mission coming up very shortly.
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives.
You're welcome,
I
Simon.
don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? You take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
I'm going to give it to Tali.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
You currently have 273 items. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna run around and check for loot before I release the hostages, but I don't think there is anything. I could be wrong about that. Then once I'm done with the DLC, obviously I'll head back to the ship equip everyone, or re-equip everyone, I guess technically, because I'm upgrading their equipment. And then we'll go and sell everything I don't need, so that I don't run into the item cap on Noveria. Ooh, hello. Didn't use any grenades. I'm just taking stuff because I can. I'm not going to take that grenade. Those grenades. It seems a bit silly. That's where the hostages are. And I don't think there's anything up here, but again, I've got nothing to lose by checking, apart from time. And time is not something I care about. You know, I don't mind wasting my own time. Yours, chat. Yours I do care about wasting. I try to respect your time while we're here. Which is why I use guides for most games I've played before. So that I'm not stumbling around confused. Note on that, actually. The next game on the schedule is House of Ashes. By the Supermassive Games, the same people who did The Quarry. It's a shorter game. And I think I will play it without a guide, and we'll just get whatever ending we get. And then maybe have it as in the future, if people want me to do a like best ending or worst ending or whatever playthrough, I can return to it. Maybe in October. One second. Moonbeam says I'm not live on Moonbeam. Okay. Now it says I'm live. We're all good. That was a unpleasantly powerful sneeze. And I'm, for those unaware, I'm streaming to both Twitch and moonbeam.stream at the same time. Okay, there's nothing here. There is no loot apart from what you get from Simon.
I can't believe you let Balak go to save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Perhaps.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
Of course.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I won't keep you, but please tell me about this stuff.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
Weird, that.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
No, it's all good. Please tell me more about the asteroid while you're grieving.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Sad piano music. Liara, did you just grope yourself? What? That's an awkward idle animation. That's kind of it, though. It's really anticlimactic DLC if you don't kill Balak. But hey, we're the good guys. Time to leave. I think this is the way out. Yeah.
You can't imagine how much you've done, for all of us.
Pool of blood from where Aaron got shot. I saved you all. What was Kate's plan, by the way? Because, like, there's no door here. They were always going to hear what she was doing. And see. But, yeah, if you don't kill him, that's it. That's just the end. It just ends. Very jarring. Right. Let's go see if there's new dialogue from Caden. Thank you for the salute, my guy. You know who's in charge. Pretty sure there's nothing new in my quarters at any point in this game. I think they're just there for, hey, you've got quarters. More than anything. Yeah, also, knowing that there's nothing I can do about the frame stuttering because it's an OBS bug is very annoying.
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
I'm actively not pursuing Caden as a romance option.
Something to add, Lieutenant, or are you just breaking in your thesaurus?
Sorry, not sure where I stand. You seem a bit, distracted by someone.
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
There's a lower... She's a
Had
very
this conversation
interesting
before.
lady. Not to my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Look, there's nothing between...
No issue.
Oh.
I'm just looking for an... Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Well, I guess we're going to have the Caden Liara showdown.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I'd think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Chat. Turns out people are people.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. But at 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
Oh no.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. That's funny. I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
Was Rana all right?
Rana? Yeah. Yeah, she was fine. We never really, we stopped talking after that.
You killed someone because of me. Oh no. The guilt.
Tell me what happened.
Rana had a gentle heart. She loved everyone. Vernus terrified her. We all protected her from him. I mean, everyone who loved her. But after what I did to him, she was terrified of me too. Anyway, this is, I had a point here. Aliens are individuals. Just because one's an ass doesn't mean they all are. So, yeah, I hated that Turian, but he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
People are people.
So that's why you're so self-controlled.
I'm no more disciplined than any other biotic shepherd. This is all ancient history. I'm over it.
Clearly.
You agonize over doing the right thing and never let yourself lose control. Because Rana spurned you after Vernus died.
That's... all right. Maybe you have a point.
I see you, Caden Alenka.
But I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. Fully functional human being. And I won't be a burden on you. On the crew.
Caden, you're a strong man. Talking about this doesn't make you a whiner, and it doesn't make you immature. It makes you human.
All right. But it's embarrassing you had to tell me that. You're right. I might need to loosen up a little. I'll try. Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Aren't we all, Caden?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for...
What's your opinion
I'm
on...
glad there aren't many... One of my cousins has an act... I mean, now that they're cut off.
We'll talk later.
I'd like that.
So that's that. Down to the cargo hull. Oh, wait, no, they are.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Position.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No! Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Just keep digging, Liara. You're a biotic and you're digging with one shovel and you're biotically manipulating a second.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Let's talk about
Shepard.
something else. You know what? No, I'm just leaving. This is awkward. Everyone's embarrassed. I forgot where the lift was for a moment then, and it's not like I haven't run around this ship countless times. Tali!
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
I don't understand the... Like, I assume the tube's coming from, presumably, like, the back of her neck to the faceplate of her breathing. Like, filtered air. Would it not be safe? I know they obviously have to be flexible so she can move her head and stuff, but would it not be safer to have it kind of come and plug to the back of the faceplate? So there's less tube? Rather than kind of have it as a loose loop?
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Hell yeah, best girl. Sorry, second best girl. Best girl, obviously, Rex. As we established last time. Speaking of the best girl.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
What an a-hole.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
Oh dear.
I can see where that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
An Asari commando mercenary. That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what'd you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
Compassion. Oh no.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station. Used my entire store of ammunition.
Which weapons don't have in this
kill
game?
a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone. Life support was failing. But I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut.
Notably smaller than their left one.
So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
What an entrepreneur, Rex. What an entrepreneur.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
How those?
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard.
Right. Let's equip things. I think I'm gonna have the I think I'm gonna, because I've been keeping reasonably on top of all of my equipment loadouts. I think I'm gonna have the you know, the best, air quotes. Sure, why not? No, I'll take the high shields. Right. To make sure I've got the better weapon upgrades, because this is something I'm not being very good at keeping up on top of. I'll take the Inferno rounds. Sure, why not? High caliber barrel 3, damage rate of fire and heat absorption. Sweet. Do that. Sledgehammer rounds in the shotgun, yes please and thank you. Frictionless materials. 8. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'll keep the scram rail, why not? Pistol. Snowblind. Apologies about doing all this, chat. So that's damage rate. That's a damage increase. Keep that one, why not? Sniper rifle. Let's go with sledgehammer rounds on the sniper rifle. Sure. Actually, that one. Why not? And we'll keep that rail extension. Grenades, high explosive. Why not? Okay, that's all my loadout sorted. Liara, do you have the best amp that you can have? You do. Grant. Do you have the best armor that you can have? You do. Oh, I need to equip. I need to sort my armor out. That's on me. We'll go with. Sure, why not? And she's doing assault rifles. That's an 8. Can keep that. Kinetic stabilizer. You know what? She can keep those. Do I have a kinetic stabilizer 7 or 8? I do. Look at that, chat. And she's doing pistols. Keep that. And sure, why not do that? use that. Right, I need to sort out my own armor upgrades. Medical interface. Can I have the medical exoskeleton, please? Oh, 19% reduction in cooldown. Shield recovery and hardening. Or I could just take more shields. And then Tali. Should really have taken the Quarian armor in all fairness, but you can have the fancy Omni tool. Actually, it doesn't really make sense to do. Have that. As I'm... Oh no, I'm going to be using Tali. What am I doing? I am using Tali. The aura I'm not using because I'm an adept. I don't need the aura. Sure. And you can have Inferno rounds and combat optics and frictionless materials. Why not? No. How do I get the upgrades off? Okay, right, well, they're just not great upgrades. I don't care about those. They're all low level upgrades. Because it was the shotgun and pistol combo she was rocking. I just forgot. Let's make sure these are okay. Jump scare! You know the worst part about that, Blink? The absolute worst part about that jump scare is I saw the chat message about it, you know, a second before it played. Still got me. God damn it. Why am I like this? Sledgehammer rounds. Weapons, kinetic stabilizer. Sure. Damage rate, fire, and heat absorption. Why not? That's all. Oh, hang on. Armor upgrade. Let's go... Oh, you know, I could give health regen to Rex. Let's go sleep, pop in and say hi. Thank you for popping in and saying hi, Blink. I really appreciate the support. I did say sledgehammer rounds. I did. I'm pretty sure I equipped them. Yeah, I have sledgehammer rounds in my shotgun. Where did that kinetic exoskeleton thing go? There it is. Although right now I'm using my sniper rifle, which I also have sledgehammer rounds in. I thought of you when I did it, and I was like, this is for Blink. Can I have that amp? Looks like he might be wearing the best armor for himself. He absolutely is. Never mind. First aid interface 3. Have medical exoskeleton 9. Let's use that shotty. I will remember that when I get back to combat. Thank you very much. Let's go with the breaker, why not? Cryo rounds, I've got snowblind now. Slap some sledgehammer onto his shotgun as well, why not? Everyone can have the sledgehammer and the toxic damage combo. Oh wait, There we go. Actually, as I'm using Sledgehammer, he can set things on fire instead. That's what I was trying to do. Send everyone flying. I actually like them having different ammo types because it means I know where people are shooting at. Garrus, my guy, my dude, my main man, my brother from another species. Okay, that armor is pretty cool, not gonna lie. You can just have an Avenger, I guess. Not that I'm going to be taking Garrus with me, you understand, but why wouldn't I? And then sniper rifles. Garrus more like Brorus, you know. You get it. Oh my god, he can just have sledgehammer rounds. Why not? Let's go with that and that, sure. More shields. Caden. Cool. Sure, why not? I don't really care about any of this stuff for Caden, if I'm being completely honest. Have some health regen, why not? And then we go with... So he's already got the best one that he can have. Do I have any high-level electric rounds? Don't think so. Yes, and I think the only upgrade I've got now... Oh, wait, no, give me that. The only upgrades I've got are the combat scanners, which you don't need two of, astonishingly. And Ashley. Oh, Ashley. And sure, new shotguns as well, why not? I don't think it's going to matter at any point, but... Inferno rounds, combat scanner... Any better armor for Ashley? Turns out the answer is no. I need to go to sleep, but I also need to see people getting leveled by the sledgehammer shotty. Just trying to think how quickly I can do that for you, because I need to go and sell everything, obviously, and talk to people. I'll do it as quick. I'll do conversations as fast as I can.
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration, if you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Blink, you're not wrong. The First Contact War is an interesting bit of world building. Hey, humanity doesn't always prevail.
I see.
But, you know, it makes sense. Like,
that's why you drive yourself.
We don't have the tech. Didn't have the tech.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
Explains the chip
He
on
was
his shoulder.
relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
I like how the Turians called it an incident, but humans called it a war. Well, I mean, to them it was an incident.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the
Just not
troops.
cricket.
But when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
What he deserved. Oh no.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
To the hairlock with you.
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
It's fascinating, but we don't have a pool table on board.
Dismissed.
That I've seen. Unless
Ma'am?
we use the ESO core, I guess. That might count as a pool ball.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
Hell yeah. What a bro.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Imagine pool balls bounce around zero G when the Mass Effect generators go out. That would be hilarious. Also, I forgot to junk. Mark all of this stuff for junk. So, you know, we're going to be here a while. I have 274 items in my inventory. Please. Get in. Can I actually not wear heavy armor? Hang on, 1 second. Stuff does build up quick. I haven't been to a shop in a while. No, Ashley, sorry, not me. I thought I'd leveled her up enough to the point where she could wear heavy armor, but I guess I haven't. So if I take it, I need to go and check, and then I guess if I take it onto the Citadel with me when I go selling things, I can give her the armor there. I can't even use pistols. Although, obviously, admittedly, that was a choice I made. How had I not noticed that the Sokolov is so much better? Your national soldier ship can use heavy armor. Yeah. Well, Rex can as well. He's currently wearing a suit of heavy armor. Nearly there. It's technically Krogan armor. I think there was some medium earlier in the game. Some medium Krogan armor. Right. So that's everything marked as junk. Where's Ashley's locker? Yeah, I need to take Ashley with me to the Citadel so I can spend her upgrade points so she can wear the heavy armor I've got. Merp. She got merped at. I thought that was medium Krogan armor. I could be wrong. Yeah, medium armor Krogan. As with Ashley, you have to. I think you have to put the points into it to allow him to wear the heavy. I nearly went to Joker to tell him to take us to the Citadel. That would have been really embarrassing. Looking for my cat.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
That's for getting over 80% of the Paragon points in the game.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Hello, tiny cat. I really need to get a wireless headset, but hey, chat, shockingly, can't afford one. They're expensive. But if the cat's going to keep walking over my desk like she does, the cable is just... it's an accident waiting to happen. It would be the kind of thing where I'm like, hey, I'll add it to my Throne wish list, but I don't think it would get funded. But there's only one way to find out. Cats walking all over everything? No, exactly, Blink. You know, you get it. So I need to take Ashley with me. And I guess Liara. Why not? I'm still working on the Asari Ally achievement.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Looked like Shepard was limping then. Combat armor, here we are. I was 1 point off. God damn it. That's just annoying. I don't know why I'm putting points into pistols. Equipment. Ashley. Armor. Here we are. So if I do this, and then... I like how it is visibly different. It's got all the extra plating, which is pretty cool. Okay, that's the armor. That's the one. Oh, whoops. Forgot to jump the one at the bottom. There we go. Besieged base. So I've only got 3 assignments left, chat. Beating Oviria unlocks an entire a new system, which I think is where the last ones of these are. Still haven't found that. And I need to go to the lower markets to talk to Conrad again.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes.
Did he?
Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
I mean, I guess the things that killed him were natural, in a manner of speaking, but... wrong way.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, Requisition Officer. You don't
Show
even
me
get
what
a name.
you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Oh, the rank 10 gear's been equipped, been unlocked. Hell yeah. Wonder if they fixed the Conrad bug? Yeah, I was wondering that. I think they did. Where is it? I don't know. Conrad, Burner Bug, Legendary Edition. Okay, so when it launched, it hadn't been fixed. So that's cool. From the EA forums... Yes, they didn't fix the bug. They chose not to. Cool. For the YouTube audience and for people who don't know, when you import a save file in Mass Effect 2, 3, one of the two, basically it reads a charmed and intimidated flag for Conrad. So even no matter what you do, the game prioritizes the intimidate flag, so it treats you as intimidating him. It's really annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it. And then I can smash through this, because I've got everything equipped that I want to equip. And I'll get more stuff anyway. You'll notice that my money's not going up. I've reached the maximum money. Should really have bought stuff and then sold everything. Never mind. I'm just going to take all of this rank 10 gear. Why not? Wow, that's actually worse. Okay. It's turned into Omnigel. Yes, that stuff I've used. I haven't used once in the entire playthrough. Solarians are noted for the Solarians biology. Solarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them. You know what? Chat, remember I need to read that. Blink's tired. Blink needs to go to bed. I'm gonna go and shoot something with the shotgun for him, and then I'll deal with the codex entries.
All this violence sometimes catches me by surprise. I imagine that your military training prepared you for it, Chief Williams.
Trying to take down a rogue Spectre and his army of synthetics? No, they didn't cover this in basic.
I do like how it's some of the most expensive gear you can buy in the game, and it's worse than the random drops that you can get.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
I don't have to worry about you, Blink, but I'm acutely aware of the time difference thing. Let's go deal with the issue. I think it's in Hades Gamma. Just around here somewhere. Had a bit of a hiccup with Twitch. My end or your end? It's either in Cacos or Plutus, and I don't know which one it's in. Your end? Oh, good. I mean, not good, obviously, but thank you for confirming. Pick the right one. Amazing. Again, with respect to the time issue, Chohi is a terrestrial planet whose surface is mainly composed of aluminium with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, Chohi is nearly a vacuum. Have I not used any Omnigel? Oh no, sorry, I have. I used like 5 to fix the Mako at one point after a Thrashamore fight. I do apologise. I just do all the puzzles manually. Chohi is nearly a vacuum. This lack of atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between day and night are extreme. The surface of Chohi's sunward-facing side is usually covered by a haze of volatiles, mainly water vapour and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of the long, cold night. The Surta Foundation has established a research outpost on Chohi to investigate the native subterranean life of Chohi, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. Orbital distance 3.7 AU, orbital period 5.4 Earth years, radius 8,000 kilometers, day length 54.5 Earth hours, 0 atmospheric pressure, surface temperature 11 degrees, and surface gravity 1G. Liara and Talia, please. I think I used some... Yeah, I think it was the first Thrashamore fight. I used some Omnigel in to fix the Mako on Sparta and Artemis Tower. This one. More shields. And more hacking. To the base, so I may shoot people in the face with a shotgun. It's too convenient to do this hacking minigame if you ask me. It's just Simon Says, it's not difficult. I failed a couple yesterday, mostly because the cat was distracting me. Or I was talking about something while not paying attention to the minigame. It can be tedious, you're not wrong. Some of the like hard difficulty ones are just very long. Right. Blink paid channel points to see this. Take down a terrorist, but remember to check your targets. The civilians are so addled by the drug they'll wander right into the middle of a firefight. Just going to make sure. I think this is... I don't think there's anything else on the planet related to this. Oh, look, a Thrashamore. If you sell everything over more money than you know what to do with. Exactly. That's the only way to play the game, though.
You must die!
So, insane scientist. Okay, well, the thing is, the sledgehammer rounds don't do much if they die instantly. Oh no.
I will destroy you!
I gotta be more careful.
Yeah, no, I need to reload this. I think I actually might might do this without the without the AI companions. I think I can. Oh, hang on. You know what? No, even better idea. I'll take them with me, but I'll just stick them in a corner. Hey, go.
Form up.
Over there. Tali? Over there. Thank you. Overwrite that save. Right. Take it slow. Got plenty of time. You did that to yourself. Oh, actually. Hang on. I can get away from all of this. All of the civilians. Okay, so they're killing them anyway. That's annoying. Oh, look, a bot. Goodbye, bot. I want to do this without getting anyone killed. Dead. Run, 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 run. Come over here. Please? See the little feet? Do have sledgehammer rounds equipped, right? Yes. Interesting. The guy just went flying. Woohoo! Nope. Ladies. Liara, why do you have a sniper rifle? I thought they should be ragdolling better. Okay, what the fuck? Who died? There isn't anyone around there, is there? Who died? Okay, Liara and Talia are being attacked, that's fine. I realise that a shotgun is not the best weapon at this range. But I'm obviously trying to draw fire away from the civilians. Hell yeah, first aid specialist. I can't do anything about that guy without the scientist getting caught in the crossfire. Oh well, if you're gonna run towards me. Okay, who the fuck? Who died? That... No. Reload the save. I just don't understand who keeps dying, because there's no one to die there. In the interest of just time, I'm gonna go. You just use any weapon. I'm gonna use, all my weapons, and then I'll go back to shotgun only. There are some mercenaries on the planet I can shoot at. Try and get some impressive ragdolling from them. Okay, it's whenever this thing over here explodes. There's an explosion here and someone dies, but there's no one there. I don't understand it. There's not even an explosive over here.
Need some help here.
What are you shooting at? Can't even pause the game when you're knocked down, so that's cool. I mean, I know I don't need to save everyone, but I kind of want to at this point. It's just a matter of pride. Yeah, I'm getting the ragdolls. Oh, he fell over.
I need some help here.
New plan. Get them to an area where there are no civilians. Get here. Right now, top. Researchers killed. Never mind. Don't remember it being that hard. You know what? Neither do I. And I've only really ever done Paragon playthroughs. Right. What I can do, of course. Nope. Right, the only people using area of effect powers now, I have no control over. What the frick frack snickety snack? Ooh, that's a good point. What the frick frack snickety snack indeed.
You're the evolution of humanity. You cannot stop the future.
Stand up the aura. That was a good ragdoll from the shotgun. Shepard, please get up. Thank you. Okay, I think this is the last terrorist. There we go. You've cleared the facility, all of the civilians are safe, though still chattering to themselves and screaming at the garbage cans. Evolution of humanity, huh? Those biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum you deal with. Space magic is too strong, you're not wrong. I think because I fell over as the pop-up occurred, the game doesn't realise that... There we go. I had to press melee. That can go in the stupid thing playlist. Pressing melee was the only... I could only press open and melee. 28, and we're at the 129 mark. Yeah, I can only assume that the game didn't realize I had fallen over because I was in a ragdoll state when the text prompt happened. Also, don't those scientists usually move? Or am I misremembering? I can't get up. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I like in games? When they don't throttle your experience.
Where is... Did you see it? It was just here. So beautiful.
Like my chat community. On either platform.
They're all crawling through my fingers. I can feel their wings fluttering.
Good. I mean, I do take issue with the word insane being used there, but... You know, that's by the by, I can't do anything about it. Get off the bookcase, Shepard. When I get around to 2 and 3, I will still be using the weapon change redemption. There will just be fewer weapons to choose from because of the way those games work. For the people who are curious and do not know.
It's all so beautiful. Can you see it?
It's all so beautiful.
Where is... Did you see it? It was just here. So beautiful.
What, a firefight? That didn't kill you several times?
They're in my head. All of them. With knives.
No, not with knives. Would you prefer they be in your head with spoons? I think by the time they're in your head, it's a bit late. Completely honest.
Where is...
It's the same text.
See it? It
Okay.
was just here. So beautiful.
Well, that was annoying. I'm just going to check the rest of this area, and then I'm probably going to take my wellness break. No crates in those, and there's nothing tucked away back here. Okay, cool. I'm going to save the game. But before I do, before I pause the video for my wellness break, this is mostly for the YouTube audience and for people on Twitch and Moonbeam who are not on my Discord server. Exciting news! Merch drop! It's all live. You can buy that on my merch store right now. Really happy with how the Pride designs turned out. There's no real reason behind the heart being purple. It's not like a Twitch thing. It's just it looked the best out of all the colours I tried, with the Pride flag superimposed on top. That's it. It's the only reason. The t-shirts come in more than just blue. That's just the preview image, because that's how the website works. But all of that merch is available in my merch store. There's a Pride collection, and then if you just for Pride stuff, and then t-shirts and sticker collections as well. I'll be adding some anniversary merch next month for the entire month of April, so that'll be something to look forward to, I guess. But YouTube, that's the merch. That's my self promotion for now. Get rid of that. Pause the recording. Let's get this done. Also, chat and YouTube. I realised that I completely forgot to point out that the link to my store is in the video description for your buying and convenience. Gonna do the planet in reverse order, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but you know, Blink wanted to see shotgun blasts, so I gave Blink shotgun blast.
On my way.
On your way where? Little joke, chats. It's my little joke, you understand? Right, let's do it. Bring it, giant worm. Thread the needle there? I think I did. So trying to figure out the best way of avoiding the Thrush 'em all projectiles. Please pop out again so that I may shoot you. You have no health. Very good. That's the Thrushmore. This next point of interest on the map.
I'm on my way.
Again, on your way where, Liara? And then it looks like up here. Mako's a little dinged up, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Whoop whoop. Party don't start till the Mako comes flying over the ridge. You should probably just turn around, actually. Mercenary anti-tank. Like, 4 of your guys are dead already. Person must have died while attempting to salvage a crashed satellite. Okay, well. There's nothing to salvage, so I guess we're back in the Mako. Let me go over here. Chat, in my playthrough, my replay-through of RE2 Remake, again, reasons. Finally, I got through the sewers last night. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, be glad you don't. The good thing is I'm doing it as strictly casual playthrough. I'm not trying to get through as fast as I can because I don't need to.
Cover me.
DLC items. I bought the unlock item DLC. Sorry, it gives you all of the stuff that you would unlock through challenges, just for fun mostly. So I don't need to do it in a certain time or anything. So I'm just playing it casually for fun, taking my time, collecting everything. Magnum helps. I just need to check whether I need to finish the B scenarios or just unlock the B scenarios. And if finishing one A campaign unlocks both B campaigns as well. Scenarios, sorry. Second run, call it what you will. Because otherwise I'm going to have to play through the through Claire's A scenario as well. Don't shoot the fuel tank. It looks like someone has been living in this place. The small crate held some stale food and one of Matriarch Dylanaga's writings. Still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. It's not clear who owns this container, but you discovered one of Matriarch Dylanaga's writings inside. I think that's the last of Matriarch Dylanaga's writings. While sifting through his pile of debris, you discovered another of Matriarch Dylanaga's writings. It's in bad shape, but most of it is still intact. Okay, that one might be the last one. Let me turn this off. Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of Wistful String Quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Chohi's chalky dust, and the status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. Well, it's probably because the door was open. Just a thought. That's not going to help it remain sealed against the airless atmosphere. I need to sort Admiral Hackett. Oh! I think we finished Matriarch Dylanaga's writings. Hey, look at that. We did. We did. So that's everything on the planet. Back to space. Oh yes, I need to read the thing, don't I? Solarian biology. Solarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them seem restless or hyperactive. The drawback of this active metabolism is a short lifespan of around 40 human years. These Solarians are amphibian haplodiploid egg layers. Unfertilized eggs produce males and fertilized eggs produce females. Once a year, a Solarian female will lay a clutch of dozens of eggs. Social rules prevent all but a fraction from being fertilized. As a result, 90% of the species is male. Solarians have photographic memories and rarely forget a fact. They also possess a form of psychological imprinting, tending to defer to those they knew in their youth. Solarian hatching is a solemn ritual in which the clan Delatras, Matriarch, isolates herself with the eggs. The young Solarians psychologically imprint on her and tend to defer to her wishes. During the hatching of daughters, the Dalatrases of the mother and father's clans are present at the imprinting. This ensures the offspring have equal loyalty to both, ensuring the desired dynastic and political unity. Or dynastic, if you prefer. Taurians' religion. Although Taurians have a strict moral code, their belief in individual responsibility means that the concepts of good and evil are simply the individual's choice between egotism and altruism in any given decision. They have no concept of good deities that encourage noble behaviour or evil ones that tempt individuals to misdeeds. Taurians believe that groups and areas have spirits that transcend the individual. For example, a military unit would be considered to have a literal spirit that embodies the honour and courage it has displayed. A city's spirit reflects the accomplishments and industry of its residents. An ancient tree spirit reflects the beauty and tranquility of the area it grows within. These spirits are neither good nor evil, nor are they appealed to for intercession. Taurians do not believe spirits can affect the world, but spirits can inspire the living. Prayers and rituals allow an individual to converse with a spirit for guidance or inspiration. For example, the Taurian who finds his loyalty tested may appeal to the spirit of his unit, hoping to reconnect with the pride and honour of the group. The Taurian who wishes to create a work of art may attempt to connect with the spirit of a beautiful location. Taurians enjoy absolute freedom of religion and can practice whatever appeals to them so long as it does not impede anyone's ability to perform their duties. There are many practitioners of the Asari Sciarist philosophy. Since opening dialogue with the Human Systems Alliance, some Taurians have embraced Confucianism and Zen Buddhism. Krogan biology. The Krogan evolved in a lethal ecology. Over millions of years, the Grimm struggled to survive larger predators, virulent disease, and resource scarcity on their homeworld. Tuchanka turned the lizards into quintessential survivors. Perhaps the most telling indicator of Tuchanka's lethality is the Krogan eyes. Although they are a predator species by any standard definition, their eyes evolved to be wide-set, as in Earth prey species like deer and cattle. Krogan eyes have a 240-degree arc of vision, better suited for spotting enemies sneaking up on them than for pursuit. Physically, the Krogan are nigh indestructible, with a tough hide impervious to any melee weapon short of a molecular blade. While they feel pain, it does not affect their ability to concentrate. They have multiple functioning examples of all major organs, and can often survive the loss of one or two of any type. Rather than a nervous system, they have an electrically conductive second circulatory system. A Krogan can never be paralysed. They may lose some of this fluid, but it can be replaced by the body in time. The hump on a Krogan's back stores water and fats that help the Krogan survive lean times. Large humps are a point of pride. Being well fed implies the Krogan is a superior predator. The most widely known biological feature of the Krogan is their incredible birth rate and rapid maturity. Once freed from the hostile cauldron of Tuchanka, the Krogan population swelled into a numberless horde. Only the genophage kept them from outbreeding the combined council races. Now the rare Krogan females capable of bringing a child to term are treated like strategic resources. Warlords will trade them at diplomacy, or, more frequently, fight wars over them. Space combat planetary assaults. Planetary assaults are complicated if the target is a habitable garden world. The attackers cannot approach the defenders straight on. The Citadel Conventions prohibit the use of large kinetic impactors against habitable worlds. In a straight-on attack, any misses plough into the planet behind the defending fleet. If the defenders position themselves between the attackers and the planet, they can fire at will, while the attacker risks hitting the planet. Successful assaults on garden worlds hinge upon up-to-date intelligence. Attackers need to determine where the enemy's defences are, so they may approach from an angle that allows them to fire with no danger of collateral damage. Note that this is not necessary for hostile worlds. Once control of orbit has been lost, defensive garrisons disperse into the wilderness. An enemy with orbital superiority can bombard surface forces with impunity. The best option for defenders is to hide and collect reconnaissance in anticipation of relief forces. Given the size of a planet, it is impractical to garrison entire conquered worlds. Fortunately, colonization efforts tend to focus on building up a dozen or fewer areas. Ground forces occupy the spaceports, industrial facilities, and major population centres. The wilderness is patrolled by unmanned aerial vehicles and satellite reconnaissance. If a defender unit is spotted, airmobile, rapid deployment units and satellite artillery are used to pin them down and destroy them.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I didn't think it could be done, Commander. You managed to secure the base and neutralize the biotics without a single civilian casualty.
It took a few tries, but I got there, Admiral Hackett.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish every soldier had your definition of just doing your job. You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, so now we can do all of the planet scanning in here and reading the entries. Zamari is a small, airless crater terrestrial, a lifeless rock quite similar to Luna. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silicates, though one hemisphere has several seas of dark basaltic rock. Orbital period 36.1 Earth years, radius 2,236 kilometers, day length 42.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature minus 117 Celsius, surface gravity 0.19 G. A large but low-density terrestrial world, Barangor is generally believed to consist mainly of water ice. Occasional upwelling of metals caused by the interacting tidal forces of several large moons suggests the core is small but extremely dense. Barangor has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of dark, carbon-laced water ice. 10 years ago, Farangor's grim surface colour and dim illumination drew the cinematographer Risa Ervarson to film the exterior scenes of Starless on location. Acknowledged as a masterpiece of gothic horror, the sets, well preserved by the vacuum, draw hundreds of tourists to the backwater system every year. Orbital distance 20.2 AU, orbital period 69, nice, 0.8 Earth years, radius 11,129 kilometers, day length 69, nice, 0.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 144 Celsius. And we got some polonium. Triarmus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a powerful magnetic field, making it a popular discharge site for freighters working the Anansi-Ishtar shipping route. It is popular enough, in fact, that Quarian ships can often be found loitering in orbit, selling the freighter crews cheap refreshments, salvage, and odd craftworks assembled by their children. There are no ships in orbit at present, however. Orbital distance 51.8 AU, orbital period 286.7 Earth years, radius 42,211 kilometers, day length 12.8 Earth hours. This is the last one. Yes. An enigmatic terrestrial planet, Zyarta has a hazy atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of calcium with deposits of sodium. 3 times in the last century, ships stopping to discharge at Triarmus have reported geometric patterns of light on the dark side of Zyarta. Attempts at closer investigation proved fruitless. The lights disappear when ships approach the inner system. Or when ships approach the inner system. Orbital distance 2.0 AU, orbital period 2.1 Earth years, radius 5,535 kilometers, day length 53.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.5 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 166 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 G. And we got some Mercury. So that's Cacus. Farinata I've already explored, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is the only one you can explore the first time you come to Hades Gamma. Oh, wait, no. Found the guy's dead brother. Okay, the Antara is the only one I can land on, but there are 2 asteroids. What is that noise? Just the cat. It fell off something. Oh, there's only 1 asteroid, but there are 2 asteroid belts. Gotcha. I've been reading the wiki wrong the entire time I've been playing the game. With a rare combination of features, Neptune is of particular interest to the scientific community. Neptune is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, and krypton. As with all worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. Orbital period 302 Earth years, radius 3,742 kilometers, day length 30.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.23 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 848 Celsius, surface gravity 0.27. And then there's a rocky asteroid here. This large asteroid has several smaller bodies orbiting it. Does that not have a... Oh, hang on. may have maxed out the journal. Yes, so I don't think I can scan planets anymore for the light metals and things, because I've collected everything for the assignment. Just double check. Yes, cool. I need to go check what that noise is. I'm just going to pause the recording. Right, anyway, where was I? Baranata. Juntama is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Paranata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Paranata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Juntama with transponders turned off. When an Alliance patrol attempted the pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. Wait, that seems familiar. Have I? Hang on. Oh, yeah, I've done everything here. Whoops. It just really confused me that I could land on it again, but... yeah, I've done this because I played with the tires. Okay, we can leave. I thought I remembered reading some of those. Didn't see the update in Discord, it's why late. No worries, and stay with us, no worries at all. You haven't really missed much, I've just been doing side stuff as usual. Right, so I have read the stuff in Farinata. That's why I can't get anything from the asteroid, because I've already scanned it. Okay, well that was a waste of everyone's time. Cacus... This is hostile takeover. Yeah, so I think Farinata and Antaeus are there from the get-go. Sorry, please bear with me. Yes. Missing survey team, I'm pretty sure I've done. How are you anyway, Unstable Days? Yeah, I've cleared missing survey team, so Antaeus is also clear. It's just Dis and Plutus that I need to bother with in Hades Gamma. Zoom out again. Plutus. Sorry about wasting everyone's time there. And it is non-UL I can land on. Cool. Mingito is a sun-baked wasteland of sodium, chlorates, and radioactives. Its relatively light mass has left it tidally locked to the star Plutus, with a dayside hot pole and a nightside cold pole. The powerful solar wind has stripped most of the atmosphere away. Orbital period 1.4 Earth years, radius 4,384 kilometers, day length 1.4 Earth years, atmospheric pressure 0.2 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 675 Celsius, surface gravity 0.44 G, and we got some uranium atom there. Mydla is a terrestrial planet with a light atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is hot, mainly composed of magnesia with deposits of sulfur. Over a dozen volcanoes are currently erupting across the surface. Orbital period 3.3 Earth years, radius 6,914 kilometers, day length 33.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.48 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 497 Celsius, surface gravity 0.88 G. Clocrolis is a modest rock planet, roughly the size of Mars. It has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of silicate rock with deposits of aluminium and other light metals. Clocrolis has a very weak magnetic field. In addition to very high levels of solar radiation, it is not suitable for Mass Effect drive discharge operations. Orbital period 25.2 Earth years, radius 3,675 kilometers, day length 57 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.37 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 161 Celsius, surface gravity 0.39 G, and we've got some samarium. Vayaria is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. Orbital period 239.2 Earth years, radius 78,204 kilometers, day length 10 Earth hours. Though it is one of the oldest entries in the star charts, Nonuel has not yet been fully mapped. It is the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus, not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as an atmosphere. Nonuel is rabidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nonuel is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of EZO ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. Orbital period 94 Earth years, radius 4,439 kilometers, day length 46.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.88 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 127 Celsius, surface gravity 0.85 G. There is an assignment on here, but I don't know if I can complete it. Oh, there's also 2 Thresher Moors. Cool. Experience. They are Antali. The easiest route, most efficient route, sorry, would appear to be this way. Something I meant to talk about earlier in the video, actually. So yesterday, obviously, I spoke briefly about ethical use cases of cryptocurrency, and I would rather that we fix the broken system that means that crypto is the only currency these people can access than encourage the use of crypto. I just want to get my stance on cryptocurrency out there. A second. Medallion recovered. This mercenary is carrying League 1 medallion. There's no indication of how or where he found it. I think that's the League of 1 stuff done. Judging by the footprints in the ash, the 2 mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died. Both suffered single gunshot wounds and have a rifle close beside them. Prying open the crate, you discover a carefully wrapped handwritten copy of one of Matriarch Dernaga's treatises. It is unlikely she penned it herself, but the flowing brushwork and intricate watercolour illustrations clearly show the hand of a master scribe. So, yes. Do not... I don't think crypto should exist. Again, we should fix the system that means that some people, it's the only currency they can access. However, when I came to my computer last night to play some RE2 Remake, I did notice that there were no views on the video, but there was a comment. And I was like, well, how is that possible? Turns out it's possible because it's a bot. It was a crypto bot just looking for advice. I guess faking engagement. So that was cool. Obviously reported it as spam because it was, but I guess they're just trolling the audio track. Up here. I can see my house from here. That's a live chat. I can't. It's live for comedic effect. Please don't hate me. Also, I promise the noise that you can hear is not me breathing into the microphone. It's in the sound. I suppose it's background noise for the planet as it's rapidly volcanic. And yes, the radar is showing that element, that mineral patch as being outside of the playable area. What of it? Where are you? Okay, that did more damage than I thought it would. We're gonna use some on the gel there. I can't use the guns while the Mako's being fixed. Direct hit. Please, just surface. Also, please note that I used 15 Omnigel to repair the Mako and
you
just
need
have
to
99.
turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I'm going to this titanium deposit, Joker. STFU, if you please. And then we'll reverse back into the operational area. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be boosters to help in reverse, but I had to try. And then we go over here. There is a second Threshmore on this planet, but it's easier to go past the point of interest to get it. I don't know if I can do anything with this point of interest. So this point of interest is if you're going for renegade points and you get 80% of the renegade points. Or you fill up the renegade track 80% of the way, I guess. There's a mission to do. It's pretty cool that you get completely different missions depending if you're going Paragon or Renegade. So I don't know if I'll be able to do anything with this point of interest, but I will certainly investigate it. After scanning this mineral. Some Sumerian. Right, let's see if I can get in here to kill all of the people within it. It doesn't look like it because there's no... Yeah, see, I can't get in because I don't have the mission. And I don't have the mission because my Renegade score is not high enough. Is there an alternative way to collect said mission? No. If you do hit 80% Paragon and then somehow find the Renegade points for it, you need 90% Renegade for this mission apparently. So that's cool. So you can get both in one playthrough if you want, but as I'm trying to not do Renegade options in this playthrough, I want my space cop. It's bland, it's boring, but get some cool dialogue out of it. And as I mentioned, the Renegade conversation options just make me feel icky on the inside. They make me feel more icky than the Paragon ones do, let's put it that way. I'm going the wrong way. Sure am. Please, Mako, turn around. Thank you. Looks like, on the map at least, it looks like there's a way around this outcropping over here. This might be it. I think this is it. I'm going to save just in case it is. As you can see, the Mako is a bit low on health. We're at 2/3, I believe. It's probably hubris, but I believe. There we go.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I don't care. There's a Thresher Maw that needs murdering. There we go. There's the arena. Just got to be careful when I'm doing evasive maneuvers to not drive it out of the map. Right, well, it's just a copy paste of the last Thresher Maw. Tentacles.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Joker, I've got more important things to deal with, like the fact that I'm dead. Did get a free heal out of that, though. I was expecting tentacles from this, so I was all geared up to shoot more tentacles. I didn't realise it was random.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Surprisingly difficult to hit the tentacles.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operation.
Give me the experience. Thank you. That's everything on this planet. Back to the Normandy. Okay, that was the 2 morality ones done. I'm just going to check my loadout. I'm good. That's an impressive heatsink capacity in seconds. Sure, why not? I'll take that. Can't equip anything else. Ah, dang it. Never mind. Zoom out. Zoom, zoom out. Zoom, zoom out. And then this is this. That's all I can land on. Yes. Jata is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and mainly composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminium, magnesium, and other light metals can be found. Jata is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. Significant look at webcam. The Leviathan was found in the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team and estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all, and all the more vociferously when shown recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. Orbital period 2.8 Earth years, radius 1,410 kilometers, day length 2.8 Earth years, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature 82 Celsius, surface gravity 0.17 G. I believe that if you want to know more about the Leviathan of Dis, Mass Effect 2 DLC has you covered, if I recall correctly. Niram, like, it's closer than Farum, surely. Niram is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a long volcanic divergence zone that stretches across half the northern hemisphere. Orbital period 6.3 Earth years, radius 6,779 kilometers, day length 31.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.67 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 58 Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. I'm just going to make a note of that stupid joke. Survey. Got some lithium. That's the one I can... No. Raisha is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium and ammonia in its atmosphere. During the brief gold rush to Klensal, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's icy moons. When Klensal proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Orbital period 85.5 Earth years, radius 34,914 kilometers, day length 11.5 Earth hours. Scans of the planet Raisha revealed an old, unmanned shuttle. Your salvage team found Turian goods on board, all marked with the Trident colony insignia. This is Klensal. We're going to skip that for a moment. There's an asteroid there. Metal-rich asteroid. Positive lithium. Gramar is an icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Gramar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemical. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible from space. Orbital period 35.4 Earth years, radius 3,691 kilometers, day length 61.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.27 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -84 Celsius, surface gravity 0.28 G. My cat is playing with a pom-pom. It's very cute. I don't know if you can hear her making really pathetic noises. Klensal has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the system for humanity. But Klensal had only an average level of mineral wealth, valuable but hardly worth the rush and expense. Merida Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in the costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Orbital period 21.4 Earth years, radius 5,447 kilometers, day length 37.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.58 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 35 Celsius, surface gravity 0.86 G. Oh good. No Threshamers. Cat, I swear to God, if you unplug anything while you're down there, I will be upset. I won't do anything because you're a cat and you don't know any better, but I'll still be upset. Okay, everything's down here, by the way. Apart from one thing over here. Going to bounce my way across the frozen waste. What is it, little cat? Why are you chirping? Got your pom-pom stuck or something? Sometimes she does. I made it. Some beryllium, and then that's that. This. I'll go for it, why not? Pretty. Very pretty. Like you, chap. An angel. And my cat. Wow, that's ambitious of you. I think there's muzzle flare over there somewhere. Okay, well, it's fine. The dead traveler. This dead traveler had a League of One medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. Also, who put the beacon there? I just reversed over him. God, it was like that when I got here. You all saw it, chat. He was already crushed. Emotionally. Because it was dead. Oh, I didn't read what that said. I apologise. I thought that was going to spit me into a minigame. Something about survivors. Hang on. The wiki tells me what it says. The wiki does not tell me what it says. I apologise. We'll just have to chalk that up to that was my bad. YouTube, feel free to pause the video for that like frame that it was visible on stream. This is what I thought it was going to put me into, so I was mashing A. I'm assuming it was like there's no survivors, or we should look for survivors or something like that. Get me out of this hole. There we go. Let's go over there to that base. There's apparently, obviously, a base and some minerals to scan. And I've killed everyone there, so don't have to worry about that. BRB. Hey, get up. I got distracted. There. I'll tell you what. Really glad I had yesterday's stream, because if all the streams this week had been as quiet as this one, and no one's fault, obviously. I don't want anyone to think that I'm criticising them for not being here. It would have just been quite a blow to my brain. Why is that grizzly upside down? Oh, it's not. Never mind. Save the game. We're going in. Save the game again. And next time I save the game, I'll delete save game 3. I'm all about that compulsive double save, not that compulsive triple save. Make sure I've got the shotgun equipped for Blink's weapon change redemption thing. Tie in the back of the head, NBD. I need my barrier because I don't know if you noticed about shotguns, chat. Very close range weapons. Liara, why do you have a sniper rifle? Goodbye. Oh, I was hoping that would put me in cover. It did not. I'm gonna kill you.
Go, go, go! Now it's fine.
You still alive? Okay, well they're going ham on him, I guess. Yeet. I yeeted too soon. Oh, he's still alive. Charge!
Go,
Bop.
go, go!
Bop. 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 Okay, he refused to be bopped. That's both of them. No doubt Helen the Blake will be overjoyed to learn these two scum are no longer a problem. I'm going to loot the place. Never mind. Please. Thank you. This one I can open. Free meta gel. Don't mind if I do, chat. Be rude not to. I like how this is, you know, functionally not end game, but certainly past the halfway mark. You will knock this past the halfway mark of the game, and I'm still hitting easy decryption things. I like the fact that it means you don't have to have someone especially highly trained in electronics or decryption. But it does feel a bit silly that I'm so late in the game and still getting easy difficulty hacks, I guess. I think that's just meta gel. Yeah. Right, well that was that. That was the entire planet. I'm trying to think what I can do. Looking at the time, I think I should have time to get Rex's familial armor. Oh, wait, nope. I haven't finished this assignment. Right, I need to go and meet Helena Blake. And also Conrad. I forgot to do Conrad when I was on the Citadel last. I forgot that job. That's on me. Okay. So now I can go to the Horsehead Nebula. Don't touch Navira. Oh, that's why I haven't found that guy's dead brother yet, because I haven't been to the Horsehead Nebula where it is. But we'll do Fortuna first. Yeah, that's cool. Amaranthine is the planet I land on, which is the one all the way to the left. Meganlis is a rock terrestrial with an atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium. Scans reveal ancient lava plains on the surface, implying a geologically active past. The crust consists of sulfur and basalts, but the planet's mass suggests a core of iron and heavier materials. Cursory drill coring suggests the possibility of simple subterranean life. Yes, it does say a core or iron, by the way. I didn't stumble over that. I corrected it. Orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 7,708 kilometers, day length 33.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 1.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 150 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. While scanning the planet Meganlis, you discovered the remains of a damaged research vessel. Your recon team found no signs of survivors, but they did bring back a Rock Outpost insignia. Hard data on Wentania is very limited. When the system was charted by the Alliance surveyor Cube, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for the distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed survey suggests the frozen terrestrial may be a suitable target for mining. While it is largely water ice, mapping of mass concentrations suggests it has a core of pure aluminium. Orbital period 82.2 Earth years, radius 3,198 kilometers, day length 32.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 237 Celsius, surface gravity 0.2 G. And there's nothing to survey there now. Thermlon is a frigid world with a thick nitrogen-argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprising rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. Orbital period 31.4 Earth years, radius 5,492 kilometers. Sorry, I'm trying to check on my cat as well. Day length 69, nice, Earth hours. Day on Thermlon is very nice. Atmospheric pressure 17.11 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature negative 134 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 G. And we've got some plutonium. However, let's get our reward on Amaranthine. Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminium oxides with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sophia Cabral during her tour of duty aboard the Alliance surveyor ship Cube. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples even at midday. Orbital period 12 Earth years. Radius 6,694 kilometers. Day length 59.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.19 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 178 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.16 G. This is a very small map. Love to see it. Just playing with a plastic bag. Also a very easy to traverse map, looking at this. Well, obviously there's the thing in front of me. I'm gonna go for this first, however. I'm going to do my usual loop around the planet and end at the major point of interest. There we go. Mako, no. Right, there we go. And do this. I get why it doesn't boost constantly, I just wish it would. Ancient debris! Recover! You found an intricate beaded necklace marked with the Galatana colony insignia. It appears to be very old. This debris. I'm hoping that I remember to go and find Conrad after I've been to the other system in the Horsehead Nebula that does not have Noveria in it, because I need to go to the tower to let that guy know I found his presumably dead brother. Chat, I need to go and rescue my cat's toy. I will be right back. Clearly I am back. There we go. Grab all that stuff. That's that. Let me go here. I lost the Mako. There it is. Full boost ahead, Captain. That worked way better than I thought it was going to. I'm being completely honest, chat. I did not expect that to work. I hate this little rock one. It's kind of hard to see on most of the planets that you find it. Iridium. Don't mind if I do. Let me go over here. Shoving a head in the plastic bag and then running full tilt across the room with it, pushing it across the ground. Cats are very silly creatures. I also should apologise. I know this is going to be on the shorter end of my streams. I simply started the stream later than I wanted to because I had to make sure my cat was okay first. She's been very needy today. To the point where the merch that went live earlier I had then put live one-handed because I'd stroke with the other hand constantly. And then there was also some tin admin I needed to take care of. Some uranium. Cool. But equally, as I'm running out of assignments to do, I think that's fine. I can clear this planet in a timely fashion. I may have just enough time to do the stuff in Strenus, go back to the tower, and go back to the Citadel. I think the cat just ran into the door. And next stream do all of the Citadel stuff that I need to do, just selling things. Talking to Conrad, talking to the guy about his brother. And then it's Noveria. Which I should be... I'm pretty sure I can knock Noveria out in a single stream. I know there's a lot to do in Noveria. More than there is on Theros. It feels like there's more to do on Noveria anyway than there is on Theros. But I think I should still be able to do it in a single stream. And after Noveria, there's one more solar system... star system, whatever you want to call it. That unlocks, but that's it. So after I've finished here today, I'll have Rex's family armor, Noveria, the system that opens up after Noveria, Vermeer, and then the 2 missions that make up the end of the game. Though it does mean that our time is inevitably and slowly coming to an end with Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Hell yeah, sorry, ally.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary.
Space Cop, sorry,
Under
I have
my
to do this.
leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those 2 idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre.
Good.
Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye, Helena Blake. Still gonna loot everything. Just because I didn't have to kill people for it. Doesn't mean it's not mine. Can't talk to them. Well, I mean, I can press A to talk to them, but it doesn't do anything. Just Krogan vibing. Cool, 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 cool. That guy's just staring at boxes. He thought we wouldn't notice that he was sleeping on the job. We did. So it looks like one of the changes they made for the Legendary Edition was you sprint slower, but you regain stamina faster. Weird, someone just randomly aggroed for a moment there. Give me all your loot. Yeah. Right, we can leave now. Loot, you like loot? Welcome in, General Kiwi. Loot is P good, not gonna lie. Loot is P good. Right, so that's that. Yeah, I don't have enough time to deal with Rex's issue today, but I can at least wrap up all of the other assignments that I have. Where's Strenus? And then Stick Stator, which is the system cluster that opens after you finish Noveria, that has a couple of assignments in it. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, Thessalgon's atmosphere is tinted blue by trace quantities of methane. Orbital period 173.4 Earth years, radius 53,520 kilometers, day length 15.5 Earth hours. Trellin is a lifeless rock with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarian religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters in the southern hemisphere resembles their goddess. Orbital period 74.9 Earth years, radius 1,163 kilometers, day length 36.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature negative 147 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. Antitara is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Hydrocarbons in the atmosphere lend it a distinct brown tint. Orbital period 52.0 Earth years, radius 35,417 kilometers, day length 14.7 Earth hours, and we got some helium-3. Shrouded by a thick atmosphere of complex hydrocarbons, Yunthal has never been fully mapped. The surface is hot and completely covered by a global ocean of liquid hydrocarbons. There are indications of primitive organic life developing deep within the global ocean. Orbital period 5.8 Earth years, radius 5,905 kilometers, day length 55.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.1 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 68 Celsius, surface gravity 0.8 G. Your scan uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting Yunthal. Tali brought it on board, dismantled it, and found a leak of one medallion hidden in its payload. Zawin has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of cobalt with deposits of copper. Planet-side conditions are hazardous with constant ice storms racking the surface. Orbital period 97.3 Earth years, radius 5,756 kilometers, day length 21.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 131 Celsius, surface gravity 0.8 G. And then somewhere around here, there it is, the MSV Majesty. The Majesty is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. The ship is a derelict, all compartments are exposed to space, and the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with ship-mounted mass accelerator fire. Registry of Private Over, Captain Woman. A faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet of Zawin, which I can now land on. Gasp. A lot of these planets are really cold. A lot of them are either absurdly cold or extremely hot. There's no in between. Okay, this planet's huge. I don't need to take Liara anymore, so with respect to how large this planet is, and the time, and the fact that OBS is having a hissy fit, I'm probably going to wrap up here. Seems like a good place to end. I'll spend the points first. Rex, you're there to just take bullets for me. While I'm thinking about it. That's worse. So the rank 10 armor that you buy from the from the special requisitions is worse than the rank 8 armor I found in a random drop. Love that. Love that for me. Yes, so YouTube, as ever, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you know anyone who might like my content, please do share it with them. Comment on the video if you would be so kind. Subscribe to the channel. Swing by twitch.tv and /ComradeBubbles and follow me on Twitch. Moonbeam, you can follow me there. I'm also moonbeam.stream. I'm also Comrade Bubbles. And if you have forgotten, there's merch, new merch in my store today. Woo! If you want to join my buy some Pride merch, you can, or just some stickers. Again, there'll be some anniversary merch next month that will be available for the entire month, but will then be pulled. It's anniversary merch. Why would I sell it outside of my anniversary month? That's the only kind of thing I'll be doing is limited edition, and it will be the same. I've touched on this before. It'll be the same design every year, but on the sleeve it'll have the year that you bought it. For anyone who is interested in things of that nature. But YouTube, please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all. Goodbye.